may be, and we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! It worked. We're going to see how long this works for, because it's another toasty day. I do have the AC running, so we have that going for us. But the camera is not there. It's already shut off on me once. I had it running for earlier, and it shut down. So we're gonna see how long it takes for the camera to overheat and turn off again. Yay! It happens. Disclaimers. Yes, disclaimers. First of all, happy Friday, everybody. It's, I want to say the last Friday of the month, unless I've forgotten how calendars work. But we have our basic disclaimers. First 10 minutes of the stream is just going to be me rambling. And then every minute after that is going to be more rambling. But we don't really get into things until at least 10 minutes so that people have a chance to sort of trickle in. And I know Artie's Corporate Fiction is streaming right now. I was watching him. So, shame on you, Artie. No, it's fine. Leave this. Go watch him. His stuff's more fun. They're watching a video about a tank going through Los Angeles from the 90s. Some of you might remember that. If you don't, it's a good time. Go check them out. Yeah, but the first 10 minutes, if you're watching after the fact, feel free to skip forward. If you're not watching after the fact, ha! Sucks to be you. What else do I got? Oh, yeah, there's going to be a lot of interruptions because that's what I do. This is a stream of consciousness. Nothing's really planned, sort of. There's like a very loose framework of things. And the framework today is a bunch of people sent me clips from some of Chille's videos, and we're just going to review them out of context. I'm going to, if it needs context, if I know the context, if I think it needs the context, I will try to add it. But, yeah, you know, we'll find out. He likes to say things out of context, so I'm not going to feel too bad about not putting his nonsense in context. I'm really not going to feel bad, but I did give you a warning about it in case someone's like, but you said it out of context. Yes. Yes, I did. I don't know what you want from me. You get a long, awkward silence, though. Anyway, moving back to the original point, of which there wasn't really one. We did the 10 minutes. We did the, there's going to be a lot of interruptions. Sorry about that. If you're watching after the fact, your keyboard has arrow keys. You can sort of skip past, or if you're on your phone, you can double tap either side. You can also drag, or you can click and drag. There are a lot of ways to deal with it. If this is not for you, it's not for you. I'm so sorry. I do put out not live streams Mondays and Wednesdays, so if that's more your thing, feel free to check it out. If it's not your thing, what are you doing here? Another awkward silence. Anyway. Oh, yeah, if you're like, there aren't enough weird things happening, and you know, he's too on track today. He's not going down rabbit holes, which I assure you is probably not going to be a problem today because I am a little warm. When I get warm, I get woozy, loopy. I don't know how it works. I'm warm. I can't think. But if you're like, he's thinking too well, I want to derail him. I had this terrible apple juice allergy, and so it caused me to be less able to function, I guess. And so if you are very generous, because you can donate during this, you do not have to. If you cannot, please don't. If you're not like Scrooge McDuck with your own vault of coins, if you are, like, let's go. But if you're not, and you're like, I'm on a fixed income, don't send me your fixed income. Please don't. I appreciate you being here. Just say nice things in the chat. Or don't. Like the video, perhaps. Liking the video does help me. But if you're feeling real generous, and some of you sometimes are, and oh my God, I don't deserve it, but I'm not going to stop you. You buy yourself a coin flip, and the coin flip does nothing. You're buying yourself nothing but a coin flip. All you're buying is, whoops, I'm dropping a coin everywhere. All you're buying is that. And if it's a yes, like it is here, I may feel tempted to drink one of these, but I may not. You are not buying the drink. You are buying the coin flip. And then I get to determine what I'm going to do based on the coin flip, but I could change that at any time, and I put that disclaimer in there because that means it's not technically gambling. Because there are no odds. The 20 will, or more, if you're feeling real generous, all it does is get you coin flip. You're guaranteed the coin flip. I then get to decide what I do. So it could be heads, and I could just be like, nah, Just so you know. Loopholes. But I'm seeing out of the corner of my eyeballs that some people are being very generous right now. So let's go check out what people are saying. First of all, Donna Davenport 3 hours ago subscribed. So thank you, Donna, if you're here. I don't know, but I appreciate you. And then we have, name so long you didn't want to read it, but I did it anyway. Thank you so much. Says, it doesn't suck to be me. I'm glad I'm here. Well, I'm glad you're here too. Thank you so much for being here. Nurse Coy, welcome to the Bacon Bitch. Thank you. I don't know if my thing is refreshed, and hold on, wait for it. I've hooked this back up. That might work. Sorry, I clicked. Oh, no, that was one of you that triggered that. Also, I got that almost working. I don't have the audio in anymore, but that's why it's not like the $30 amount, because the idea was it would surprise me, which it still does, but I have to get the audio clip again because I switched computers, and now I have very little of my... Oh, what's happening? What do you... All right, thank you. But, I don't know. Should Canadian count? I'll allow it, Mike. Despite your coin value, I'll allow it. You know, heck, why not? I'm feeling nice today. Nurse Coy, thank you for becoming a member of the Bacon Bits. It's my membership. If you decide to become a member, ladies and gentlemen, if I make videos early, because sometimes I do, I make them... I shouldn't have turned that back on. I'm just kidding. I love it. If I make videos early, before the Monday or the Wednesday deadline, I generally put them up and make them available to members. Everyone will still get to see it, but there you go. Also, I think you get a free super chat a month, but don't quote me on that. I'm not really sure. I'm not a member of my own channel. I don't know how it works. You think I would? I just went, whatever the basic stuff is, I guess. And people seem to like it. So we're going nuts today, aren't we? Who just did that? Which, Rennie, what are you sending? Rennie, okay. We're gonna get to that. I got time. All right. What is happening? I don't know. Is everything broken? I don't know. All right. Oh boy, we got a bunch of coin flips. Okay, let's keep reading super chats. You guys are amazing. Thanks so much. We haven't even started. What are you doing? Not that I'm upset. Perhaps concerned. Mark Jones, thank you so much. Says, Mr. DeCastro, please do an emergency fundraiser for my favorite Russian online accountant, I think is what they're called on TikTok. If you do the whole TikTok thing. Their account was hacked and all July earnings were stolen. That is unfortunate for them. I don't know the reference, if there is one, but I am curious. Aaron, thank you so much. All right, that's a coin flip. That's one coin flip. All right. Mike, thanks so much. Says, saying nice things are such a happy Friday. Flip that coin. All right. Rennie says, drink dag nabbit. That's 2 flips. We're at 4 now. Why y'all got to be this way? And Rennie, why are you sending me money? You are my moderator. This should be the opposite way around. Doesn't matter. All right, 4 coin flips. That's a no. You can't see it. Where's my foot pedal? You still can't see it, but it's a no. I have this guy, but that was also getting weirdly warm, and I'm just trying to not have everything warm. We got a yes on the Canadian one, which shouldn't have counted, but I'll allow it. Let's do one more. That is also a no. So we have 2 no's. Where's the foot pedal? There it is. 2 no's. And then 1 yes. You can't tell what that is. It's fine. Wait, if I hold it here, it should be more in... What am I doing with my life? It doesn't matter. All right. Hold on. Let me get... I'm sitting on my foot because I'm weird. All right. Hold on. Plugging something back in with my foot because that's safe. Fire hazard. Woot! Okay. All right, Mike's Diabetes World, first of all, thank you. Second, what does it say? Thanks for your live show. It has helped me get over my surgery. I'm glad I could help. Joe Breezy. All right, hold on. So we're at 1. That's also a no. I'm sorry. We have Joe Breezy. That might do a thing. I don't think I have the audio, so I'm just going to yell it. It does not like my green screen. It's not like this. Sergeant, 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 but sergeant, 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 but sergeant. I gotta get that audio clip back. That was a good one. You know, I have it saved somewhere. It was just a compilation of Jeremy DeWitt saying Sergeant a bunch. That's 2 more coin flips. Wait, I owe Rennie 2 coin. I flipped once for Rennie. I owe her 2. So many coin flips. That's a yes. That's another one. Hold on. That was a terrible flip. There we go. And that's also a yes. And that would have been a no anyway. We are caught up, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, okay. All right. Everyone calm down. We're at 10 minutes, and we're already behind. Oh, no. Oh, you guys are creating problems for me. This is going to be difficult. It's all right. It's fine. Oh, apple juice. I got it because of the allergy. Ooh, I tried doing it too quick. Excuse me. That was a mistake. Oh, apple juice. You gotta be careful with apple juice. Full of sugar. Bad for you. Tasty. Bad for you. It's just ice water. So, oh, I accidentally inhaled some. I was gonna try to go boom, 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 boom in time with the song. Obviously, that didn't work. It's fine. How's everyone doing? I haven't even had a chance to like say hi to everybody. Why am I flashing like cuttlefish for $20 donations? I had it set so it would do red and blue lights at me. Oh, that was a mistake. All right, our intro is going to last longer than 10 minutes on this one. Oh, that last one tasted terrible. Man, apple juice is going bad. I don't know. All right. Do we ever get a cost in the smoking jacket only stream? I put a hold on that because it's too warm. That smoking jacket is way too warm at the moment. So we're putting a hold on that bad boy. But no, we never did. Someone said 1,000. I'm not going to disagree with $1,000, but that it feels like a lot. Oh, all right. Well, that's all I have that's melted in there. It's just crushed ice. Oh. All right, I had two more super chats from Humane Ventures. Thank you so much. Says, hello, I'm new to your channel. I love your sarcasm. Please trash Chili. Please, please, please. Oh, I will. Especially after the apple juice. Wow, that second one went down the wrong throat. And I'm not happy about it. I'm not unhappy. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right. Paul Thanks Much says, Jimmy Bacon. I've chosen you over Team Skeptic. Hey, Team Skeptic's great as well. Oh, talking is going to be a problem. Ooh. All right. Yeah. We there's like a heat advisory and everything. So tomorrow I'm hoping to get my air conditioning hose to actually pump the hot air outside. Right now I just have it going out my door, so the rest of my house is becoming very hot. Of course, we all know the rest of my house is just a laundry room, and there's a garage. Those are the only 2 rooms in my house. That's the joke. Based on reality, probably. I don't know. But anyway, let's get into this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's watch. So, okay. So, again, I don't know the context for all of these. These are just things that people have sent me. These are not all the things people have sent me. In fact, since I put these together, probably on Monday, at the very earliest, like sometime this week, I put all these together, I believe. We've lost, I think, 3 of them that were in my list. We had one that I had titled If I Was Gay, which is Chili talking about if he was gay. and that one's gone. So he's either deleted that video or made it private. There's one where he was wrong about use of force. That's the title that's applied to that one. And there's one that says, doesn't know how arrests work. So I assume people sort of made fun of him. Don't go harass the man. The poor guy has enough problems. Don't go harass him. Please. This is not a joke. I'm being very serious. Do not harass him. But I assume people brought it to his attention enough that he's like, I'm not going to admit I'm wrong, but I'm tired of people telling me that because he's wrong. Anyway, so I'm just gonna get right into it. Heck, why not? And the first one, okay. So these titles that I'm gonna read to you, I did not read. Whoever sent them to me titled the clip, and this one is "The GPS tells you exactly where Chille is." Now this one's fun. This one is fun because Chille's very concerned that he is being stalked, and this will be a repeating theme in a couple of these. I've not seen all of them, but I saw a couple of them. So I can't tell you what every one of them is going to be. I know. Get to the point. I know. I'm sorry. But people are able to tell where he is because of things like this. Also because he, doesn't do a very good job of obscuring his location. He does a pretty terrible job of that, actually. So he is very concerned that people are stalking him, and then this happens.
I'm 90 minutes away from where I have to go right now. Okay, 90 minutes away. So now that I showed you guys, now that I showed you guys, oh my God, did that go out? Hold on.
I'll explain. Don't mind my mouse. I'm just checking the time on it. All right, so he likes to stream while he drives, which is Andre. Thank you so much. He likes to stream while he drives, and then reads like the chat, and that's very illegal. But he stupidly, and I have been very cautious about this on phone calls with some of my subscribers. He put in the GPS and started, like hit go, and it read out the address. So he tries very hard to talk over it and does a pretty good job. I'm sure, please don't. I'm sure you could extrapolate exactly what the address was. I'm not going to take the time to do it. What are you guys doing? Oh no. Why is it? What's happening? Anyway, but he's the people are stalking like a great white shark. I think that came from Masshole Report, where they said we're stalking him we're tracking him like a great white shark as a joke, and so now he's very concerned. But he's also an idiot who forgot to not give his exact location that he was going to. That's just like that's the basics of not giving away a location. I'm pretty good at not giving away my location because I've tracked people down professionally, both for the government and on the civilian side. So I sort of take that and reverse it and apply it to myself as to make myself a little harder to find because I don't want to deal with things like what Chille is dealing with. But he's just really bad at it. But before we keep going, Andre, thank you so much. It says, where's the Canadian coin with the poppy on it? You do know that what that's about. The poppy, that is. Don't hurt me if you think it's a dumb question, please. Poppy, when I think of poppy, I generally think of fallen soldiers from World War II. Canadian coin with the poppy on it. Let me just do a little Google here. Let me just... It's about the 117,000 brave Canadians that have died while in service of the nation. Now, is that specific World War II? It's about Remembrance Day. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. So, I mean, it's not necessarily just World War II, but that's what I think of generally. There's a fly on my thing. Where'd it go? Where are you? It's gone. Yeah, I'll be back. It'll be back and I'll be ready. That's more appropriate thing for me to say. Thing. There it is. Get out of here. Anyway, you guys probably can't see it, but I can. It's annoying. Anyway, poppies. See, I knew a thing. Let me just check chat, make sure we can confirm that I did in fact know a thing. Where did the chat go? There's supposed to be a chat. Right there. It's supposed to scroll up. I don't know. Anyway. Okay, I think we keep going. Anyway. Yeah, there's it's right there. It's supposed to be there was last. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So I need chopsticks. Pa, pa, pa. Mr. Miyagi it. Yeah, so that's our first one. Kind of fun, kind of hilarious. What's our next one? Oh! Okay, so this one actually wasn't a clip that someone sent me, but it is something I really wanted to talk about, and it will be short. This is the Deborah Rogers. Her, okay, if you're not tracking, this is amazing. So a while back, Chille latched onto this woman named Deborah in Oklahoma, and he's sort of dealing with that right now. And what happened was she got charged with DUI. There was some obstruction, resisting arrest, disorderly type charge as well. And then there was a firearm charge. I believe she was transporting a firearm improperly. And the state was going to charge her, and then they ended up not doing that because she was on tribal land. She was on the tribal land of, there were a couple tribes, Cherokee tribes, that sort of, I guess, overlap in this area, and she was on tribal land, so they went, nah, we're not going to touch it. And then the Cherokee Nation picked it up and said, well, we will, because yes. So she is like, no, this has to be, dismissed or rejected or whatever, because reasons. I'm going to let her tell you what the reasons are, because they're kind of amazing.
This motion states that the Cherokee Nation of Oklahoma doesn't have a approved federal charter. Is that correct?
Correct.
Correct.
So
what?
But the Cherokee Nation is a federally recognized tribe, and that they have cross jurisdiction with the
So the guy in the background, who I believe works at this building, saying that's a conspiracy theory. The Cherokee Nation is federally recognized, and they do have cross jurisdiction in the area that all this took place. But of course, Chille thinks that's hilarious because, oh my God, he's wrong, which means he does his creepy little laugh to buy himself time to think of what to do next.
city and the tribe have cross jurisdiction. That's what's important.
You can say anything you want. I have that.
And who's this guy right there's JL, I think. Other people have interacted with him. It's just this whole video. I don't remember the name of it. Yes, I do. It's right there on my screen. Deborah Rogers files monstrous motion. Judge T. Luke Barteau. Here are the next steps. This was from July 25th, 2022, if you want to watch it for yourself. He allegedly assaulted someone in that video, and they pressed charges. So we're going to see where that goes. It wasn't a huge assault, but it very well could be enough to get him to never come back to Oklahoma, in the sense that he likes to run from his charges instead of facing the consequences of his actions. We know that in Ohio there is a warrant out for his arrest, so he doesn't want to return to Ohio because then he might get arrested. This is not the first state where this has happened, so might happen again. I don't know. Oh, I'm getting the answer of who that is. J.L. Warren from Bridging the Divide in the background. Yes, J.L. Warren. That's right. Good job. This is good stuff. This is great. Anyway.
Evidence.
We'll finish doing what we're doing.
My case is not dismissed.
So she filed the paperwork, and I'll give you a quick rundown of what exactly it was in a second. But her case was originally sort of dismissed, and then she filed an appeal, maybe, but that was sort of shot down because she didn't file it correctly. And then she filed it correctly, and I don't know where it's at right now. I could be wrong about that whole appeal thing. It wasn't going well for her. But I believe it's still sort of up and running, whatever the correct terminology for that is. But let me explain sort of what's happening. I know our favorite family law attorney, if he's still doing that, Merb 34th Street, or Merb Beast. He covered the filing, and apparently he did a pretty good job. I haven't seen it. Merb and I don't really get along. He decided to challenge me on 18 U.S.C. 795 when my channel was still baby fresh. And he lost, actually. He admitted defeat and then forgot he admitted defeat and tried to start up again. And I was like, bro, remember that time you said that, oh my gosh, you no longer have an argument? And then he's like, oh, that was a joke. Because, I don't know, Merb has his own issues. That doesn't mean he's bad at what he does. But I think he's more confident in some areas than perhaps he should be. But that doesn't mean he's wrong by any means. Give me a second. Thank you for giving me a second. It was more than a second. I appreciate your willingness to be flexible on that. So he went over it. It's probably a pretty good video if you want to watch that yourself. But I read it. Regardless of the wording and the whatever and the proper filings, whatever, which she filed improperly, but I guess she fixed that. What happened was she claims that the Cherokee Nation doesn't have a valid constitution. So the Cherokee Nation settled 1830s, 1836, no, 1830s, I think, out of the Trail of Tears, maybe? And they set up their own little government, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And there was a thing in 1906 that said, hey, you know, tribal governments or tribal courts aren't valid. And then after that, new things came along and said, all right, look, if you want a tribal court, if you want a tribal government, you have to submit it. It's going to be approved by the Department of the Interior, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So the Cherokee Nation, according to Deborah, never did that. So here's the deal. Cherokee Nation absolutely submitted a constitution in 1975. And it was approved not by the Secretary of the Department of the Interior, which is who is required to actually approve it. It was approved by the Commissioner of the Bureau of Indian Affairs, I believe. So she's trying to argue, hey, that constitution doesn't count because it was not approved by the proper approving authority. The problem is, I believe I put this in community post, if any of you saw that, was, stand by, let me pull it up, 25 U.S.C. 1 Alpha, which states, and I quote, for the purpose of facilitating and simplifying the administration of laws governing Indian affairs, the Secretary of the Interior is authorized to delegate, from time to time, and to the extent and under such regulations as he deems proper, his powers and duties under said laws to the Commissioner of Indian Affairs. So basically, yeah, okay, the Secretary of the Interior is the one who's supposed to approve this, but the Secretary of Interior can delegate all of that authority to the commissioner, which apparently they did because the Supreme Court has actually recognized the legitimacy of the Cherokee Nation courts. So obviously that's the case. I think there was a back and forth in 2002, 2003, where the Bureau of Indian Affairs was like, yeah, no, we definitely recognize your constitution. The problem is you've made amendments to it in 1999, and then those were not submitted for approval, and the Cherokee Nation are like, we don't actually have to submit that for approval because we're our own nation. Get out of here. It was approved in 2021, just after Deborah's whole incident. So her argument hinges entirely upon that 1975 Constitution that exists, which is false. So her argument is not going to go anywhere, and people have told me that this has in fact been argued in court before. So there's no reason to believe that it's going to succeed this time. But there you go. I thought she was going to say, what did I think she was going to say? Because of what she said they don't have a federal charter or corporate charter. A corporate charter is just so you do, for the purpose of doing business as a tribe. It's not actually necessary for the recognition of legitimacy as a tribe by the United States federal government. So she said that verbally, but that I don't think appears anywhere in her case. So I don't know where she's getting at. The argument I would have made. Here's the argument I would have made. And I know we're not watching all the videos like we could, but this is important. This is one of the lengthier ones we're going to discuss. I thought she was going to argue, well, I'm not a member of the Cherokee Nation. I'm a member of the Kituwa. Is that right? Is it Kituwa? Let me check my notes. Yeah, Kituwa, and I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Kituwa Band of Cherokee Indians, which is a recognized tribe. Cherokee Nations is a different recognized tribe. So they're both. There it is. There. Let me do. All right, we're just gonna go black for that. We'll fix that in a second. Black screen. Woo! Yeah, I thought she was going to say, "Well, I'm not a member of the Cherokee Nations. They can't. Like their laws don't apply to me because I'm not a member of their tribe." And for the record, Native American law can get pretty complicated, but that wouldn't have worked either. Which isn't the argument she was making, but it's what I thought. So we're going to discuss it anyway. While I turn off my camera and then I find a nice little thing to do with this black screen, which is 25 USC 1301. Which establishes all governmental powers possessed by an Indian tribe, executive, legislative, and judicial, and all offices, bodies, and tribunals by and through which they are executed, including courts of Indian offenses, and means the inherent powers of Indian tribes hereby recognized and affirmed to exercise criminal jurisdiction over all Indians. So basically, there are a lot of Supreme Court cases that discuss a tribe's authority over non-Indians or non-Native Americans. But this statute specifically says if you're a Native American of any tribe, then you are subject to the jurisdiction of the tribe that you are in. Boom. All right, give me 1 second. I'm going to do a thing. We're going to add some text. And it's just going to say... Give me a second. That'll work. I don't know what that color is, but Shkablamo! All right, let me turn my camera off. Give me a second. So, in case you were curious how I'm going to deal with this problem, when I set up my AC, the hope is to have it behind the camera, blowing towards me over the camera, keep both of us cool. We'll see. But while I'm stopped, I might as well. First of all, thank you all of you for joining me. I know it's a pretty busy night on the live stream side of things, and I'm glad you chose me, although there are better channels out there that you should definitely check out. But I digress. All right, where were we at? Hey, it's Corner, thanks so much. That says, that was J.L. Warren. Yes, it was. Thank you. Excuse me. TMPIR, good to have you here. Screw Ned Flanders. It says, is Scott Joplin around? Feel like I'm in the presence of the entertainer. Little musical joke for your Friday stream. Oh. No, I'm not going to do the melodic cut. Maybe later. It says, little musical joke for your Friday stream. Happy Friday, Blue Bacon, and hashtag Screw Flanders. I beat you to it. Well, I mean, technically you did it first, but I said it before I read it. And that's what matters, right? All right, we're still doing this. James, thank you so much, says the only thing more complicated is tribal bird law. Yes. Good old bird law. Steven, thank you so much, says Blues tech support is actually Artie's corporate fiction. Fair enough. Both of us have problems. And not just on the technical side. Anyway, that's a little joke. Commentator Auditor, thank you so much, says went from blue bacon to extra burnt bacon. I do like my bacon crispy. I don't like being crispy, to be fair. Now, I feel like for all of you sticking around, despite my technical issues, I have a little present for you. We were joking around earlier, a couple days ago, me and some peeps. And in this case, I will name Tones Overthinks It as a delightful channel. And we were talking about sea shanties. And I made this little thing. We're going to see if it plays. I feel like you should all hear it as well, because I'm kind of happy with it. Tones he found and auditors failed and began overthinking, discussing what the laws detail, lamenting that they're not in jail. So, wear your fez and join along, begin overthinking. Learn why auditors are wrong and lament that they are not in jail. Anyway, so that's the thing. That's 10 minutes right there, I think that took me. We were joking, I popped it out when they were least expecting it. Suspecting it doesn't matter. Anyway, it was a good time. I feel like I'm basically just buying time until my camera cools down a little bit. I am being told there's a recommendation to remove the battery from my camera while streaming. It doesn't have a battery in it. I'm doing it directly from the wall. I am, I think, doing it in 4K. So if I took the 4K off, that might be better. All right, are you guys willing to just like hold on for 2 minutes, and I can turn the 4K off, go back to 1080p because it runs not as hot. In that, I should have done that in the first place, but that's right, Jerry Chandler. I'm not wearing clothes anymore, and you can't. Who could tell? Because you can't see me. Anyway, yeah. So the original song that's playing off of is Santiana. It's great song. Love it. Good shanty. It's one of the ones I like to listen to when I'm doing the row machine, when I'm exercising. You know, the 2 times a year that I exercise. It's a joke. All right. Tyler Pell, you've missed out on just about nothing. We just having a good time. Steven, thanks so much. Says, drop the camera in ice water, guaranteed work. I was thinking about putting like a cup of ice underneath it, but I'm like, that's just stupid. Why would that work? Because it wouldn't. All right, so let's wait for like a minute because I've been stalling for time. I'm gonna change it to 1080p, and we're gonna see what happens. Now, for those who are like, look, the stream's on 1080p, you are correct. The camera does 1080p, or sorry, 4K, and then it goes to my computer and then it streams out at 1080p. Because in that way, it just is a thing. I don't know why. Don't worry about it. All right. Let's zoom in. Let's go to the little menu of this bad boy. As if I know what I'm doing. I don't. There we go. We're gonna do 28 megapixels, 60 frames per second. I don't think it outputs at 60 frames per second, but we're just gonna deal with it. Let's see. Just dial in real quick. Make sure it's nice and crisp. Yeah, that'll probably work. The thing is, I thought about doing that earlier. I was like, you know what, that makes sense. And then I just didn't. I'm stupid. It's true. You heard it here first, folks. Ooh. Oh, hold on. That AC is real nice. Just walking by it. Oh, it's real nice. All right. That's enough of that. You guys are sick of my nonsense. Ooh. All right. We're back. Oh, it's crooked. How much I care about it being crooked. Do you guys care about it being crooked? Must have bumped it. How much do we care about it being crooked? Let me know that. Oh, look, if people are upset about it, we'll fix it. It's fine. Give me a second. Yeah, good enough. Yeah, that'll work. Heck, why not? All right. Save us some time. Well, I'm still stopped. I'm sorry. Guys, we're getting nowhere in this stream, and I like to apologize for that. I'm getting fix it noob, all good, it's fine, all good. We're gonna leave it for now. I've delayed too much already. If the camera goes out again, we'll fix it. How about that? While I'm stopped though, Busy Boy, I think it's about, says, hi, resident anti-autor flaming sitcom sissy homosexual here. Those are some titles. Well done. Who thinks Chille really needs to come to grips with reality? Your screen's black, by the way. Lol, yas! Love the channel. Yas, queen, yas. Are you a fan of RuPaul's Drag Race? Because I know I am. That's how I perfected my yas, queen. Great, really fun show. Really impressive what they're able to do. I don't care if you like it or not. It's impressive. Okay, well, I've run out of apple juice. That's a yes, which means we're putting these on. Yeah! All right. That's going to make it very hard to see. It's fine. You like that? Yeah. It's a good present. The person who gave it to me knows who it is. I don't think they watch my stuff, though. It's a friend from my personal life. All right. Let's get back into what we came here for. Wow, we've done almost nothing this So yeah, that's Deborah. She's doomed to fail, I'm sure. Here we go. All right, this one's called Chille on a Rant, talking trash about... I don't know. I'm going to skip this one because it's about Tina, and I don't know if she's here. I don't want to use her for content without her permission, but it is there. It's a list of things people sent me. I just put them all on a list. This one... there we go. Okay. All right. Speaking of...
Guys who are obsessed with me that continue to send me emails and text messages, maybe they are obsessed with me for a reason. I am the Pamela Anderson for gay men, and I have been since I was about 18 years old. So, for some reason, the way that I look particularly, is a gay magnet. So light eyes and a buff. The guy.
All right, yeah, I can see Chille being attractive to gay men. Chille's not an unattractive guy. I mean, he used to be a lot more attractive than he is now. Absolutely. It's just he's such an idiot that it makes him completely unattractive, at least to me. I mean, if you're attracted to him, that's fine. I do hope that you understand he is an idiot, but some people are attracted to that. I have been told very similar things, and I have a gay friend who I've been trying to get to take me to a gay bar so I can get free drinks, because that's the thing that happens. In fact, one of the only things I know in sign language is I have gay face, and I only remember a little bit of it is I have something. What's gay in sign? It doesn't matter. Anyway, yeah. But relevant to that super chat, and thank you so much for that, by the way, about Chille needing to come to grips with the reality. Yeah, he says a lot of things that would indicate homosexual tendencies, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Like, be proud, dude. Absolutely. It's very weird. I get, like, saying it as a joke. I don't know that he's joking. The way he says it's just like, methinks he doth protest too much, Anyway, what's the next one? This one's titled, Chille says driver's licenses are scams. We're getting to sovereign citizen territory.
Chille set up a checkpoint. I would say, wait a minute, that's unconstitutional. You have a right to travel in our country.
Okay, we're going to stop it already. Checkpoints can be unconstitutional, but the Supreme Court has ruled on them. I don't know the Supreme Court case, but basically there are established rules for how to do it and not be in violation of the Constitution. Of course, Chille doesn't know this because he's an idiot. He's a scammer who only knows a bunch of buzzwords. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He just knows buzzwords so that he sounds good enough. He's like the Music Man, which is a shame because I love the Music Man. He's Professor Harold Hill, but garbage at it, where he sort of just blows through town and says, give me your money, la, 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 and then leaves before anybody figures it out. And I've called him that. I've used that before as a reference to him and stuff. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So, no, checkpoints are not inherently unconstitutional, and the Supreme Court has approved certain checkpoints for sure. So, and let me explain, and I don't have the case in front of me, but the Supreme Court has ruled that states have within their police powers the authority to regulate the usage of their roads in the interest of public safety. And DUI checkpoints have been found to be in the interest of public safety, but they have to be conducted in a certain way. So in some states, for example, you have to publish where you're going to do that checkpoint in the newspaper prior to, a certain amount of time prior to that checkpoint being implemented and conducted. That's just an example. Other states do it differently, but now you know. Now I'm going to take these off because it's making it difficult. It's fine. But DUI checkpoints are not inherently unconstitutional. Checkpoints in general are not inherently unconstitutional. They can be, but they are not unconstitutional just by being checkpoints and stopping you from traveling. Your right to travel is not absolute. And you say, well, it's a constitutional right. It's actually kind of not. Well, sort of. It falls within the Constitution under the Privileges and Immunities Clause, I believe, but the Supreme Court determined that. It's actually not written into the Constitution. It's part of the parts of the Articles of Confederation. The apple juice is starting to kick in. Parts of the Articles of Confederation, but those don't count anymore because they were replaced by our current Constitution, which has, of course, been updated with amendments. But nowhere in that Constitution does it say you have the right to travel. However, the court has stated it is part of the Privileges and Immunities Clause. I'll catch up to myself. I'll figure out what's difficult for me to say, and I will adjust. Don't worry. But we're in that phase where it's starting to become necessary for adjustment. Don't mind me, because some people are too generous. Thank you so much for that, by the way. So I don't even remember where I was. Yeah, so the right to travel is determined by the Supreme Court. So you're going to say the Supreme Court can't determine what the limitations are. Then I get to say, well, the Supreme Court is the one who determined that was part of the Constitution in the first place. So if you can say the Supreme Court doesn't count, then you have no right to travel. Have a nice day. So that's a fun argument to have. Sovereign citizens sure don't like this. And I'm not saying Chille's a sovereign citizen, but I think he's interacting with sovereign citizens because all he knows is buzzwords. He doesn't know enough to know which buzzwords not to use. And hence this clip right here. We're going to keep going.
And I've also come full circle. I'm along with X Factor now. I know that driver's license are a scheme. Said Chille.
Says, I'm along with X Factor here. I know that driver's licenses are a scheme or a scam, or I don't know what he said. It cuts out right there. That is the clip that was sent to me. No, driver's licenses are constitutional. They are allowed. They are they're a thing. If your legal expert starts telling you that you have the right to travel and therefore you don't need a driver's license, get a different legal expert because they are wrong. And they will not win your court case on the merits of that particular argument. No one that I'm aware of has yet. They like to say that they have, these sovereign citizens, but none of them are able to provide that case. So weird. Maybe more apple juice will help. You know what? I'll tell you what. The next coin flip is going to be whether or not I refill one of these, not whether or not I drink one of these. And again, the coin flip is the donation's only getting the coin flip. The coin flip means nothing. I decide what to do with that coin flip. But the next coin flip, let's say, is to refill this. Doesn't mean I'll drink it. The coin flip after that, if we get a refill, will be whether or not I drink it, potentially. How's that? How do we? Okay. If that's what you're thinking. I just saw the yes, I know it's crooked thing again. That's a good bit. I'm proud of myself for that. It's the little things. All right, what's our next video? What else did you send me? This one's titled GHB. Not bad. Now, Chille was no-knock raided twice, although his story has changed. One was a no-knock raid, one was a warrant raid. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But the allegations were that he was manufacturing and or distributing or something having to do with GHB. I don't remember exactly. He got deferment, basically, where he said, I'm not going to contest the charges as long as if I don't mess up again within a certain amount of time, everything is just dropped. That's what a deferment is, and we have confirmed, and he likes to pretend that this didn't happen, despite the fact that a judge has brought it up. He likes to say he didn't take a deferment. Literally, he said, if I mess up in the future within this period of time, I will not contest the charges. But if I don't mess up, then everything goes away. That's what the deferment plea was that he allegedly took, according to that judge. It was involving GHB, and this is what he has to say about GHB.
And by the way, just so you know, gamma hydroxybutyrate is not a date rape drug. It is an incredible sex drug.
So GHB is used as a date felony drug. I'm trying to be nice so YouTube doesn't get mad at me. It is a drug that is effective for those actions where you want someone to get all hot and bothered for you without them realizing it, which is one of the reasons why it is regulated. I mean, there are a lot of reasons it's regulated, but that is one of the things that is sometimes cited, and it is, in fact, used for that purpose. It has other uses, as many drugs do, but that is one of the things that it is apparently effective for. And he wants to say, that's not true. Okay. But while I'm stopped, the lights just hit, Mike, thank you so much. Mike Martin. I knew a guy when I was a wee lad named Mike Martin. I doubt you're the same one. That would be insane. Anyway, but that's a coin flip. It says refill chance, let's go! And it's Canadian, so it doesn't technically count, but I'm feeling generous today. Because, heck, why not? I have an apple juice problem. That's not true. It's a joke, but it is a no. Unfortunately. I'm sorry. You probably can't tell, but if any of you are keeping track at home, this is what the no side looks like, and this is what the yes side looks like. Not that you can tell, because it's very far from the camera. Usually I have this camera, but it's very hot in here, and this one's a lot more likely to just dissolve than that one is, because this one's much cheaper and older. It's a fine camera, I'm sure. Does not do well in low light settings. Actually, it doesn't do well in any settings that are not perfect light. This is a thing. Anyway, but thank you, Mike. Thank you so much. It's a good try. I respect it. Paul Barry says, that's wrong. Which part is... are we talking about Chille being wrong? Because I would believe that. Anyway, let's keep watching this video.
If there has been somebody who abused a drug to rape a woman, we should definitely look at alcohol manufacturers.
Okay, I kind of respect that point, except that alcohol is not an immediate well, I mean, Everclear maybe, but GHB, I guess. Hold on, let's look this up. Give me a second. The counter narcotics guy is checking his facts real quick. I worked in counter narcotics. Yeah, I'm proud of it. That was a pretty exciting time. GHB. How does it work? All right, so at low doses, the drug relaxes the person. The person feels intoxicated, has more energy, feels happy, and is talkative. Other impacts include feeling affection and playful, mild loss of inhibition, increased sensuality, and enhanced sexual feelings. Oh, okay. That's low doses. What is it doing on high doses? Give me a second. All right, health hazards. We got sweating, loss of consciousness. See, loss of consciousness. There you go. That's a big problem. Nausea, auditory and visual hallucination, headaches, vomiting, exhaustion, sluggishness, amnesia, confusion, clumsiness. GHB can have an addictive potential if used repeatedly. Withdrawal effects may include insomnia, anxiety, tremors, sweating, increased heart rate and blood pressure, or psychotic thoughts. I'm not going to say it, but I'm thinking a thing. I'm not going to elaborate. High doses of GHB, even without other illicit substances or alcohol, may result in profound sedation, seizures, coma, severe respiratory depression, and even death. So here's the deal. When you are drinking alcohol, you go to a bar and you order a drink. Let's say a rum and coke, whatever there's a Cuba Libre, right? That's rum and coke, right? Doesn't matter. You order that, you know what you're getting. You know how rum and coke's going to affect you. You don't know what it's going to do with GHB in it. It's going to hit you a lot harder if it's in a low dose. If it's a high dose, it can actually knock you out completely. According to this internet thing, I spent 30 seconds reading. So, yeah, GHB is not something I came across in the military. We dealt with other drugs more primary kind of way. Doesn't matter. Yeah, so alcohol, yes. Alcohol is used in situations that are definitely illegal when it comes to unwanted contact. But it's very different than GHB, because let's say you drink a lot and you're more easily taken advantage of, as opposed to you're drinking your normal amount and all of a sudden it knocks you out and makes you or makes you super interested in just taking off your clothes, right? There's a big difference. One is technically kind of poisoning someone, and the other is they made the choice to consume this substance. The idea of like, oh, if we're going to ban GHB, let's ban alcohol, that's not a good argument. I don't even know if my argument's making sense right now. It doesn't matter. We can keep going.
Because that's the #1 date rape drug in America. The reason why they call GHB the...
Well, Okay.
substance
Sorry.
that I was taking for my body, and also because I was involved with a woman who really
Now he just confirmed that he was taking an illicit substance. That's fine.
liked to take GHB,
And that the woman he was dating or involved with was also taking an illicit substance. Good job.
and we had a great time when we took it sexually. It was a very fun drug. But it's not bad for you
No, there's a joke that I'm not going to make. It's fine. We're going to be nice today.
in those aspects at all. And from what I understand, they dubbed it a date rape drug because some guys in Texas gave some girl too much of this substance and then they raped her.
There's more than just a guy in Texas. I'm sorry if anyone's having some. I try. Too late to be like trigger warning, and I'm not going to be like your triggers are stupid. No, that's very valid. I'm sorry if anyone is getting upset by this. We're almost done.
So they, anytime the DEA can criminalize a drug, they will. And for those of you who are not paying attention, open your eyes. It's like kratom. Have you guys ever heard of kratom? Kratom. Kratom is very good for you. It's now on the banned list.
I don't trust him to tell me that it's good for me. Like, according to whom? But is kratom banned now? I had a friend that used to consume, a civilian, not military. Is kratom illegal? Check in Washington. It's still legal in states. Like, there are some states that say no. But I don't believe it's a DEA-regulated drug. It almost was, I believe. So in 2016, the DEA announced that it would temporarily... Let me give you the music. Temporarily classify kratom as a Schedule I drug. But there was a strong reaction, including public demonstrations, petitions called by Congress to overrule this decision. And then they withdrew the notice of intent to institute the emergency scheduling of the active ingredient of kratom in October 2016 and to solicit further public comment. So no, I don't believe that... Who did that? I don't believe the DEA has regulated it. It is illegal in some states, but certainly not all. If you want the states, I can give them to you. But yeah, he's talking out of his ass as per usual. Kratom is not illegal in a lot of places. In some places, yes, not in every place. Schedule I drugs, if you're wondering, those are drugs that have a high potential... drugs that have a high potential for abuse with no recognized medical use. So, cocaine is a Schedule II because it has a recognized medical use, which is to numb... It's often, or not often, but it is still used as an oral anesthetic. I have a fun story about that I probably won't tell because I'm already too distracted. But marijuana is a Schedule I for some stupid reason, and I disagree with that because it has a high potential for abuse, apparently, and it has no recognized medical benefit, which is baloney. But it's just a lot of states have decided that is ridiculous, and the federal government is catching up. Hopefully, we'll see. I don't think marijuana should be regulated as strongly as it is. I believe this for a while. I don't do marijuana. I don't take any illicit substance, but I recognize stupid when stupid is stupid. If that makes sense. While we're paused, you know what? No, let's go through one more, and then we're going to do a couple super chats because you guys are being very, very generous with me. Where was I? What was I saying?
Why? Because it's good for you. Have you guys not seen and learned anything yet? If it's good, and by the way,
anyway, that's the clip. All right, next clip. Next one. All right, this one's called Creepy Laugh. I love that someone said this to me. Watch the road, idiot. That's a fake laugh. I'll tell you what. I don't know what it's about, and I don't really need to. We're just gonna keep watching. God, it's horrifying. It just loops so well. So that's one of Chille's tells. One of his many tells. So he laughs when he's trying to buy himself time to think of a response because he knows that he does not know what he's talking about. But if he admits that, then his entire scam goes away and he stops making money. So he can't admit that, so he laughs to buy himself time to think. That is my professional analysis on this. I could be wrong, but Chille, you can sue me about that. And good luck, because you've been saying you're going to sue me for a while now, and I'm still waiting. Because, oh gosh, I'm not terrible at hiding my identity. Because I don't want to deal with your nonsense. It's that easy. But while we're stopped here, because we just finished that one, you guys are being insane in the membrane. Let's see. Chuck in Tennessee, thank you so much, says Chille gave up on that Christy girl because she took a plea. Yes, I did a video on that, actually. And I'm glad you brought that up. So, Christy, she was the significant other? I don't know, it's not really clear. Of James Sheets, the guy that Chille was like, they planted a gun on him. No. His evidence is absolute garbage. But she was the significant other in some way of James Sheets. She had some other issues where, she was charged with disorderly conduct and having the wrong plate on her vehicle. And he told her defense attorney that they would never take a plea, and then she took a plea. Guilty on, I believe, both counts. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was guilty on both counts. She got probation of, gosh, I don't remember, maybe a year. Why, you got to put me in this spot. I think it was a year. Honestly, it wasn't a bad situation for her to, like, it was a pretty good plea deal. I think she got something like 20 hours of community service. Something like, I could be wrong. That might be completely wrong. I'm pulling this out of the top of my head, and the top of my head is notorious for being just full of lint and weird cat videos. So, not much room for legitimate thoughts. Don't worry about it. So, while we're stopped. Fake delete laws, thank you so much. Says, you handsome devil, my tribal blocks DUI checkpoints. Prove it. Prove it. We actually had fake delete laws, and their name is not fake delete laws. Their name is delete laws, but I put the fake to identify them because otherwise people get concerned, and they think, wow, delete laws is here? Yeah, it hasn't been here for a while, because delete laws realized that he couldn't beat me ever, probably. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, we had a nice chat last stream. It was great. It was a good time. Mike Martin again, thank you so much, says, refill chance, let's go! All right, yeah. All right, that's a refill chance right there. That's a no. That is a no. I'm sorry. Usually I have the camera there so I can prove it, but I don't because it's too warm. Paul Barry, thank you so much, says, look up the grinder killer, Stephen Port. Let's do it. For those of you who have never seen a live stream of mine before, I'm sorry. You're learning today. I'm having a great time. All right, British. Okay, convicted serial and serial. Ooh, he's not a good person. Responsible for the murder of 4 men and for committing multiple. Port received life sentence with a whole life order on 25th November 2016. He still maintains his innocence. Good for him. All right. Portman's victims online via online social networks for people who are gay or bisexual and dating or hookup apps. I can't speak. I'm sorry. And constructed biographies in which he made false claims about his background, including one in which he pretended to have graduated from Oxford University, which would be impressive. Served in the Royal Navy, also impressive. And another, he gave an occupation of special. Port used gamma hydroxybutyric acid, GHB. Adding it to there goes my camera, and bloop. Adding it to drinks given to his victims, and then he did unspeakable things to them. Yeah, so it's not just some guys in Texas. It's also a dude in England or Britain or whichever. Fun fact. All right. Let me go turn my camera off real quick. Hey, it lasted a while, though. Let's be real here. Turn that camera off. So, I'll say this, because heck, why not? My camera's a Lumix brand. I love the Lumix brand. They're great. They're fantastic cameras. It's a, what is this, a G7? I don't remember what it is. Doesn't matter. Don't, hold on. Sorry, my microphone, I'm touching it. The problem is, one of the problems with this is, I mean, I'm sure it's a problem with every camera, but it does overheat. Because it's a very compact, lightweight thing, so it doesn't have phenomenal heat dispersion technology, whatever, I don't know. And this was known to me when I bought it. Like, this is sort of their selling point was like, hey, look, this is a really good camera, but it can only run, for example, 4K for 30 minutes. Yeah, okay, yeah, for the price, yeah, okay. Phenomenal camera, love this camera. But that is the thing that it does have. For streaming, it's never really been a problem, except for, you know, in the dead middle of the summer where it's too hot, which, I don't know if I've really had that problem in, I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter, Sorry, I'm just drinking a little bit of liquid, but it's warm. AZ Jeep Girl, thanks so much, says, I'm 10 minutes behind, but him comparing himself to Pamela Anderson in the looks department has made me throw up in my mouth just a little bit. Fair. That is fair. Hold on, I've missed... I missed... Did I miss a super... Did I miss a super chat? Wendy, did I... Thank you for your super chat. Am I stupid? Look, I'm sorry. Look, okay, we're going back to that. I might have gotten distracted by the grinder killer. I don't remember what's happening. Wendy, oh my God, thank you so much. Incredibly generous. I'm so sorry that I didn't thank you properly. I'm pretty sure I didn't. Thank you so much. That is, did I do coin flips for that? I think I did it for Mike Martin. I don't think I did it for Wendy. That's 2 coin flips, Wendy. You know what? Yeah, that's 2 coin flips. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Stop, God, I'm dropping my coins everywhere. Hold on, that was a no, but it bounced on my arm, so it doesn't count. That's a yes. All right, that's a refill, and you get another coin flip. That's another yes. That's a drink. All right, hold me to it. I'm not going to do it off camera because some of you will complain, but I will refill it while we're waiting for the camera to cool down. It's very hot here in Seattle, and I hate it. Some of you are like, oh, but Seattle is not that hot. I live in Arizona. It's 120 degrees potential. What is it in Arizona? Hold on, let's check this. Temperature in Arizona. Just a general, it's 96 in Phoenix, Arizona right now. And here it is a 88, which really isn't that bad, but it's going down. It's maybe, I don't know, like 88 isn't that hot. It's just, here in Seattle, like, we're not used to this kind of temperature, so we don't have like the air conditioning that you might have in other places. So I have central heat, I don't have central air. But I do have an air conditioning unit, but it's pointing at me and not my camera, and my camera's very unhappy about it, and I am so sorry. But, Steve Nowie, thanks so much, says, Arne! Now we can uncrooked it or fix the typo. Did I have a typo? Did I have a typo? Nobody told me. Or maybe you did and I just didn't see it. That's probably the closest one. Hold on. Did I have a typo? I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. Let's do another video and then I'll check the camera and we're just gonna. Yes. This one was sent to me by potentially criminal Dildocrates, the great philosopher. All right, get this music out of here.
So I'm going to show you the difference between a formal and informal fallacy. I studied this in college.
See, he can say fallacy right. He likes to say fallacy for some reason now. But here he's saying fallacy. Let me check.
So I'm going to show you the difference between a formal and informal fallacy.
Why are you saying fallacy recently then? By the way, folks, we're doing it like recent to old. So these are sort of like going back in time. Recently, he's been saying fallacy. I don't know why.
I studied this in college so deeply because I always saw people trying to change the subject or misdirect people.
That's literally what Chille does, is he changes the subject and misdirects. We went over that in my conversation with him in that phone call, and that's pretty much all he did. That interruption, it was a whole thing. Like, yeah, I'm sure you did study it, so you knew how to interrupt people and change the topic. It's a whole thing. Come on, guy.
So I studied.
Also, I doubt he studied it.
fallacies in
There it is. He's. Wait, then hold on.
formal and informal fallacy.
All right. We're starting the clock right there.
I studied this in college so deeply because I always saw people trying to change the subject or misdirect people. So I studied fallacies.
In about 8-9 seconds, he goes from fallacy to fallacy. If you studied it in such depth, how do you not know how to pronounce it? That just a question. I'm not saying you're wrong, although he is wrong, in I'm sure many things. That's not the point of this right now. What I'm talking about. How do you say fallacy in 8 to 9 seconds to then go fallacy? What is going on? You want to convince me that you studied this in college? I'm not convinced.
In great detail, as you'll be able to see from this video.
James wants you to think about me capitalizing. Are you talking about me? Am I the James, or is he talking about James Freeman? This might be about James Freeman. James wants you to think about me capitalizing. Bruh, I wish my camera was on right now. Yeah, you put about me twice. I'm full of apple juice, and I'm still not making those mistakes. Come on. But! Exclamation point for some reason. What were we talking about? Likely you don't even remember. No, I don't. No context. Schema distortion.
What were we talking about? Do you remember what we were talking about? Do you remember what we were talking about? Ready? What was it?
What was it?
3, 2.
Well, I mean, until people realize.
Okay, it's James Freeman, not me. That's fine. All right, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to turn the camera back on. Yeah, we're going to turn the camera back on. And I'm going to try to get the camera less crooked. Don't worry about it. Will it work? Will it blend? Oh, there was a channel. Will it blend? Who remembers Will it blend? That was a classic. Love Will it blend. Camera's still a little toasty. It's all right. That's what I want. There it is. Yeah. Ooh. No, I'm not breaking everything. Don't worry about it. All right, it's not perfect, but it's better. I think. Maybe. Hold on. Just navigate my way back to my desk. A lot of tripods in my way. Got some tripods for super cheap. A friend of mine found them in a estate sale. He's a guy I sent to find me things, and we're testing, and hey! All right, you can see the train of truth. Hey, do we want the train of truth to make an appearance? Or do I want to just... No, that's not good. What is that? What am I doing with my life? Doesn't matter. Hey, train of truth! Do you think Chille's a big old dum-dum? It's not me saying it, it's the train of truth. All right? Train of truth, where's your caboose? You had a caboose. Where'd the caboose go? Did the caboose just fall off? Hey, man. Train of truth thinks that Chille's a big old dum-dum. Not me, it's the train. Yeah, see? Yeah, it's the train. All right, get out of here, you. We'll find your caboose later. But for real, did the caboose just fall off the... Where did it go? Oh, I see it. I don't know if I caught that on camera. Let me know if I caught it on camera, because I'm very curious. Anyway. Thanks, Train of Truth. Doesn't matter. Let's keep watching some Chille stuff. All right, this one's called, it's Commentator Auditor. Says, Chille threatens to hurt people with a gun, says it will be Kate's fault. That's definitely not good.
Just let me know, man.
This has gone too far. Setting up a Discord account, setting up website stuff on social media pages, calling me names. Kate, you don't know all those people in your Discord. If someone gets hurt, because I carry a gun all the time. If someone gets hurt or this goes bad, ultimately Kate's going to be held responsible.
That's actually not true. That's not how that works, necessarily. Depends on if someone comes after you, Chille, which they should not and do not do that, ladies and gentlemen. It really depends on what she said that would have caused that. Because free speech is a very broad topic. It is not unlimited. Free speech is not unlimited, but it does exist. So, constitutional scholar of 20 years, you probably know a thing or two about that.
Whether or not this voice thing is fake or what they're just trying to terrorize me, or whether someone actually followed me down to Houston and stalked me.
Don't worry, Arrow Scout,
Either
I'm on
way,
it.
this has gone too far. At this point, good people need to speak up. Discord, Airbnb, and YouTube need to take a look at what's going on. This is beyond reasonable. This is incredible. And good people need to step in at this point. Someone's going to get killed. You're going to put me in a corner. I don't know who's stalking me. I have my gun on me. I feel afraid. You heard they sent...
Okay, yeah, so if someone did send him that message, and I don't know if that's real or he's fabricating it or what, that could very well be a problem. But fearing for your safety and using a gun, that's not... And Chille doesn't understand how this works, how, I fear for my safety and therefore I'm going to shoot people. He said it about me. He's like, if I ever see you, I'm going to fear for my safety and take appropriate actions or something like that. I don't remember the exact phrasing, but it was very clear that he was trying to establish that he would act in self-defense if he ever saw me. Like, that's not how that works at all. I've never been a physical threat to you, ever. Could Chille take me in a fight? I wouldn't be surprised if he could. I mean, I'm like 2 feet taller than he is, but... And I do have some training from the military in wrestling, but Chille did, I believe, in fact, wrestle in high school and potentially in college. That's what he says anyway. And he probably has got some moves. And sure, maybe his muscles, and I don't know if this is true or not, but maybe his muscles are created through, the use of chemicals. I don't know, but he's probably a pretty strong guy. I think I have the reach on him. But I'm not going to say I would win in a fight. Go Chad, that's a whole different thing. But yeah, self-defense doesn't exactly work in the way that Chille seems to think it does. Additionally, we already went over the whole, it's going to be on you, Kate, if someone comes and hurts me. Like, that's not necessarily true either. And what else did he say?
Whether or not this voice thing is fake or what they're just trying to terrorize me, or whether someone actually followed me down to Houston and stalked me. Either way, this has gone too far. At this point, good people need to speak.
Oh yeah, the Airbnb thing. Sorry, I was trying to figure it out. So he was staying in an Airbnb, and someone contacted Airbnb and was like, hey, so the guy staying in your house is this guy. Do you want this guy in your house? And they went, haha, no, which is fair. So I think in some ways, good people have stepped up, Chille. Against you. You are the thing people are stepping up against. And someone reminded me, I think it was Arrow Scout, reminded me, this thing exists. And I did remember it while we were watching this, but I really appreciate you keeping me on the straight and narrow for that. So thank you for that. And we got our little apple juice music, because I hate it. Oh yeah, no, I got it. Sort of sink down a little bit because I moved my camera down. It's fine. Oh. My apple juice might be getting bad. Can apple juice get bad if it gets hot? Heck. We do what we want. All right, that's enough for you. I only drink apple juice once a week. It's today. So, excuse me while I... Oh, we're taking that top off. It's the only top we're taking off. Oh, heartburn. Oh Don't worry about it. Let's watch another one.
Every single thing that's been said about me.
Sorry, this one's
But-
also commentator auditor. Look, if you don't, I'm gonna stop saying names because maybe that's bad. Sorry if you don't want me to calling you out. I'm sorry. All right, it says Chille's going to prove us all wrong. Can't wait to see it.
I've been actually prepping for it for 3 days now. So, but I just don't want this to be about me, and I never did. Unfortunately,
You love it when it's about you, Chille.
that's the way it's gone. So I'm gonna just, in the next 48 hours, you guys will see a video that will address every single thing that
This was published June 13th.
people
We did
have
not see that video within 48 hours. More lies.
said about me. And just so you know, 99.9% of those things is untrue. I'm gonna go over, we'll address every single thing that's been said about
99% is untrue. My stuff is backed up by facts. So it's probably not whatever I'm saying. Excuse. Next video. Oh, this one's not a clip someone sent me, but it's brought to my attention. I don't understand what this is and why he posted it, but he did. It's called Don't Stare at the Cats. Mesmerizing, cat-rageous kitty cat fun. Relax, Bach, Beethoven, royalty free. I feel like he's trying to branch out into an entirely different something to get people who would not normally view his content to view his content. I don't know what's happening here, but don't stare at them. Don't stop staring at them, folks. Stop it. Don't do it. Guys, what is this? What is that? I'll keep it on the comments. Maybe I'll see if anyone has an answer. I don't know what the heck that was. The question I saw was, will I make it to the fight? I will unfortunately not. I have other plans around that time. I really, really wanted to. Doesn't mean I won't go to Ironton at some point, but I can't for that fight. Trust me, I wanted to. Someone else asked me earlier in the stream, and sorry I didn't get around to it. What are my thoughts on the Ironton officer that got arrested? As for everybody who gets arrested, innocent until proven guilty. I hope that the investigating officers do their job correctly. If he did what he is accused of doing, I hope that he is punished for it. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, one of the officers in Ironton was charged with altering or falsifying or something with... what was it? Let me see if I can pull it up. Hold on. Just give me a second. I'll pull it up so I can give you the most accurate thing. There we go. All right. So, charged including aggravated possession of drugs, domestic violence, and tampering with evidence. If that's the case, if that's true, if that's accurate, get him out. Get him out of there. Absolutely. Put him in jail. I don't know. Whatever the appropriate punishment is. That's a big problem. And if I had to guess what happened, based on it, I have zero information other than this article, which doesn't do too much elaboration because it was very new after these charges were brought down on this guy. It was, let's see, July 27th. I would guess that this person made a drug bust, maybe falsified, and this is a guess. This is pure speculation. But I would guess that he made a drug bust, falsified the paperwork, kept some for himself. His spouse found out, or domestic partner found out, and then he may have committed some sort of violent act against her in order to prevent her from coming forward with it, and then maybe she came forward with it. Pure speculation. Don't know if that's what happened. But that seems like a reasonable series of events, given the information I have. And if it can be proven that he did this, I have no problem with the punishment. Police officers should know better. I'm not happy that it happened, potentially. But if it happened, actions have consequences, and that applies for police officers as well. Now, Chille, I believe, is trying to claim credit for it, despite the fact that he has never brought up any of this stuff before. Just that he's trying to claim that there was some sort of issue, some corruption within the department. But if there's corruption within the department, why are they charging him with a crime? I am told, and I have not kept up with this. I don't know too much information. I am told that Chille thinks Judge Waldo is dropping some of the charges or reducing the. Specifically, one of the things that was brought up was that Judge Waldo was allegedly reducing the domestic from a felony to a misdemeanor. But I am told that the charge could only be a misdemeanor, couldn't actually be felony level. So, if that's the case, Chille, of course, as we all know, is full of nonsense, although this information about this officer is not coming from Chille, so I believe that there may be some truth, but that does not mean this person is in fact guilty of it. But if he is, I hope they get him. If he's not, I hope justice prevails, etc. Well, in either case, I hope justice prevails. Doesn't matter. Anyway, where are we at? Just a bunch of rambling. That's how my streams go. Thank you all for being here. A lot of fluctuation between people coming and going. I love that some of you are sticking around. Thanks so much. Rick says, thanks so much, by the way, Rick. Says, my wife has a crush on you. Rick in Tammy, Nevada. Well, Tammy, I'm afraid I'm spoken for. And also, Rick is probably a delightful individual. I'm so sorry. But, Rick, to you, it's the beard. It's without the beard, it's not as good. Vanguard, thank you so much. Says, did you see Chille mentioning on his stream last night about how much GHB he was found with? I have not seen Chille's streams. Some people keep telling me like Chille's streams recently, the last couple days, are insane. I don't generally watch Chille's content unless people actually like send me clips. Like they give me a specific like this video, this is what he's saying, and then I'll check it out. And if it's like, oh, that is insane, then I'll try to watch more of it for context. But no, I have not seen anything. Despite the fact that he thinks I watch everything he produces, that is absolutely not true. Most of what I find comes from clips like the ones we're watching, in which I review it and go, that is interesting. And then if I feel like I need more context, I will review for more context and then potentially make a video on it. Well, let's watch the next video. What do we got? All right, the cat one. Oh, this one is Chille admits he lost in court against Kate.
I'll just continue
Nope, that's
to
the wrong
press
foot pedal.
forward to try to get justice. You know, I didn't get justice in a kangaroo court today, which is it's
Oh,
just
the kangaroo court bit. Yes. So kangaroo court is a court that's like not real. Let me get you the real definition of this. I was going to do this before. All right, it's a mock court in which the principles of law and justice are disregarded or perverted. Yes, perverted has more than one meaning. Yes, so, or another definition would be kangaroo court is a court that ignores recognized standards of law or justice, carries little or no official standing in the territory within which it operates. Or resides, excuse me, is what it says. So, that's what Chille's trying to establish. Like, that's a kangaroo court because he lost. Like, no, you lost for very recognized reasons, and just because you disagree with it, and just because you lost, does not mean the kangaroo court. Chille, you're an idiot. You don't know how law works, but good try. Let's keep listening to what he has to say.
the way it is. It's just that's just how it is. So I think that I just wanted to address it because, you know, I'll just continue to press forward.
And there's a loop. All right. What's the next video? I'll pull it up right here. This one. What a moron! Oh, I can't read it because it will. What a moron is accurate, but the rest of the title gives away what the video is about.
Down. He said, if you're a cop and you're doing police activity, whether you be CIA, FBI, ABC, CBS, NBC, NCIS, whatever you are.
NBC. Hold on.
CIA, FBI, ABC, CBS, NBC.
ABC, CBS, NBC, those are not law enforcement agencies. I think he knows it because he's smiling. But he does say CIA. CIA is an intelligence gathering organization. They are not law enforcement in any way. They can't even conduct operations within the United States for the most part. So, no. CIA being law enforcement. Get out of here. Are you insane? Yeah, the answer is yes. He is insane. Yeah. Well, okay. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Hold on. Someone just sent me a message, and it may be related to this stream. Let's check it. All right. 3510. I'm being sent a message. Let's check it.
What it is. Intent to sell at the very least. Remember, I had this much GHB in a water bottle. This much.
Yeah, that's illegal, buddy.
They charged me with manufacturing, possession, distributing.
I'm guessing they charged you with that perhaps because you were manufacturing it and then put it into your water bottle. That's just my guess. I have no idea.
They charged me with 5 felonies. I had this much.
Allegedly. Hey, provide the court documents that prove it, buddy. I bet you can't. Okay.
GHB in a bottle. That much. Personal usage. And they charged me with 5 felonies. And so...
And you still, despite, I'm innocent, you took a deferment plea. Oh! Yeah, that's not the best plea you could have gotten. I'll tell you that. So it tells me there's more going on. And plus the fact that you say that it happened twice, well, I have additional questions. But anyway, let's watch the next video. Before we do, actually, Arash, welcome to the party. Thank you so much. It says, what up, brother? Oh, you know, it's just be what it be. Hate that scammer with a passion? Don't we all? He's just, what a dummy. But good to have you here. Thanks so much for being here. Let's get rid of that one. And we go on to this guy. Yeah, there's a CIA law enforcement.
NCIS, whatever you are, if you're a cop, then the people of America, because our rights are inalienable, given to us by God.
No, they're not given to you by God. Let me see what the Constitution actually says. Give me a second. Yeah, it doesn't say. Let me just do a Control F. It doesn't say God. That's so weird. Oh, the Constitution doesn't say anything about God-given rights. Oh, that's so weird. Now, I think he's confusing the Constitution with the Declaration of Independence again. The Declaration of Independence is not a legal document in the sense that it is not the basis of our law. Now, if we look at the Declaration of Independence, words are hard right now. I'm working on it. It does not say God. It says, well, actually, it does say nature's God. But is that God or is that nature's God? Questions. It says their creator. All right, now you can say that's God, but hey, that's Declaration of Independence, not the Constitution. Declaration of Independence is not a legal document. It's not the foundation of our legal system, so that's not how that works, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. And if you're watching this after the fact, after it's live, correct me in the comments section. You're kidding, Jassa. Hold on, guys. Breaking news. He wore. This is not. Hold on. No, hold on. That's a Photoshop. I'm not gonna. Sorry. There was a thing I just got. It's a Photoshop. I recognize it as Photoshop. It's good though. It's good. It's very good. It's very funny. I'm not gonna put it on my stream though. It's good. Jess, I respect it. All right. All right, this next video is Chille admitting to being a vexatious litigant. Let's see.
I'm not gonna. You can do what you'd like, but the thing is that if you violate my rights and you violate the law, then I will sue you. You're gonna have to hire a lawyer. It doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. You're gonna have to hire a lawyer, and that's what I care about because I'm not gonna hire a lawyer. So
he doesn't care if he's right or wrong. He cares about you having to spend money. Now, for the record, folks, if he did sue me, I don't think I'd have to hire a lawyer because it was really, really easy to be like, no. And he's filed a bunch of lawsuits, and they've been, many of them, in fact, I believe all. I'm not going to say all of them. Many of them have been rejected. So all I have to do is go, what has he not learned from filing these other ones? And what was filed against it? Let me just take that, rewrite it to apply to my situation. Boom. So initially, no, I'm probably not going to have to hire an attorney at all. If that gets rejected and they're like, no, we're going to take this to court, we're not going to just summarily dismiss it or whatever the correct terminology is, then I'll be like, all right, I'll hire an attorney. And then I might countersue to be like, you're an idiot, give me my money back. So he would not win that.
I'm not gonna.
It would be great. How are you guys doing? Sorry, let me take a little breather real quick and just check on you guys. Make sure you're all having a good time. How's everybody? How are we doing this Friday? Good weekend? This is a fun stream. It's just a sort of chaotic stream. It's a good one. And we have so many other clips to go through. If you like this stream, if you want me to do another stream like this, maybe not Friday, but like Tuesday. I'm not saying it's going to be Tuesday, but like as an example. Put a 1 if you want another stream of us going over the clips. Put a 2 if you're like, this stream's kind of... Because I'm kind of having a fun time, and we have not gotten through all the clips by any means. And we can definitely do this again. You know, I'll wait in the chat. We're just going to hang out. We're just going to have a good time. I'm just going to type her out there. Alright. Yep. Cool. Alright, people like it. Alright, yeah. So we'll do another one. It probably won't be a Friday stream, but I'm going to see if I can do like a different day of stream. Just for funsies. But yeah. Hey, AC Cheap Girl, thank you so much. Says Kate didn't hire a lawyer and clean his clock in court. She sure did. He had nothing of a case to begin with. It was kind of hilarious that he thought that he had something. He does not understand how self-defense works, how I've seen videos of him being like, this is how restraining orders work. In fact, we might have a clip of that at some point in the future. I don't know if we'll get to it. Where he's like, this is how restraining orders work. It's how easy it is. It's actually not that easy. The specific things have to be met, and he doesn't know what those things are. Sun is starting to come. It's coming through the windows. Don't worry about it. All right. Let's see what it has. All right. This one's called, Now Chille Says We Don't Need to Get Rid of Terry versus Ohio.
Should be priority number 1. We don't even need to get rid of Terry versus Ohio. But we do need to ban torture cuffs. We got to get there. We got to get there.
You mean these bad boys?
I can't see anything.
No.
Should be priority number 1. We don't even need to get rid of Terry versus Ohio.
We don't even need to get rid of Terry versus Ohio. That's his whole shtick. His whole thing is get rid of Terry versus Ohio. Oh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, the next coin flip is for these bad boys. Not that your coin flip is guaranteed to get this. Even if you get a heads, it's not guaranteed. But that's what the next one is for. Make sure I have a key. Yes, I do. All right. Anyway, yeah. We don't even need to get rid of Terry versus Ohio. What? That's literally your whole thing, my dude. It's fine. Can we ban Chille? I wish. If real Chille was in here, we could. I don't know if he's in here, though. I don't believe he's in here under his real name. What's next? Oh, he's going to duck. Oh, this is when he was... is this before his warrant came out, or is this about the fight? We're going to find out.
On the front lines. So, you know, I have to consider where I want to spend my time. And let's say that Goo could beat me up. Let's
Okay, this is about the fight.
just say, which is ridiculous, but there's other things I have in mind here. But let's just say Goo could beat me up. Goo, you know, let's say he could beat me up.
I believe he could.
Okay, now what?
Then you lose. Well, I don't know if you know how a fight works.
He could beat me up. Okay. Now what though? Okay. Chad Goo could beat me up. Now you can take that little clip and you can run it over and over and over and over and over and over and over.
We sure could.
And I'm scared. I'm a scared little rabbit.
I believe it.
Is that better for you? I'm terrified. Okay, is that okay? Because I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I do know this though.
What do you know?
We don't stop until we change these things.
And how does a fight change these things? So Chille likes to be like, oh, I could beat you in a fight. Like, I don't care about what you're saying. I could beat you in a fight. Which is not relevant to what is ever being discussed, for the most part. Well, but forget law. I could beat you in a fight, so therefore, like, cool, that has nothing to do with law. That's one of your fallacies, right there, big champ. If you had studied them in college for so long, you would know that that's a stupid argument to make. So, no. But that's his jam. And now he's like, whoa, even if I lose, it means nothing. Then why do you bring up, but I could beat you in a fight? Why do you bring that up, Chille? It doesn't make sense. It does not make sense.
We don't stop until these things are changed. And I don't know if that includes me putting myself in a ring. I didn't do it when I was young, and I'm on the front lines.
You didn't do it when you were young. You said that you wrestled all the time. What are you talking about, Chille? It's fine. Anyway. Rennie is in my chat saying, I cannot grasp what it is that makes him obsessed with Terry vs. Ohio, honestly. It seems to have come out of the blue, quite honestly. I will tell you why, because it's a big case. It's relevant to an incredible amount of things. And Chille thinks that it is racist, and therefore, So, here's what I think. Chille was no-knock rape, all right? I believe that. But he says he was a constitutional scholar for 20 years. No, I don't believe that. There's my camera. Okay. So he says that he forgot about the no-knock raid until probably like 2019-ish, which was the shooting of, God, I wish I remembered her name. Anyway, about 2019. So, no, he'd only be a constitutional expert for about 3 years, approximately. And I think what happened was that shooting happened. What was the... Hold on, let me pull it up. We're gonna give you the music even though you can't see me. It's fine. Someone gonna say it in the chat. Nope. See if chat can beat me to it. Breonna Taylor, thank you, Dan Clement. You were the first one I saw. Someone else might have seen it before. Yeah, Lady Dragon also says Breonna. Chris, thank you, Breonna Taylor. So, get out of here, music. So, Breonna Taylor was shot in a bungled up situation. And I think Chille went, hold on a second, I can relate to that. There's money to be made here. Let's talk about something. And he focused on Terry vs. Ohio because it is so relevant to so much police work. He said, this is racist. And the reason why he said it was racist because there's a point in the oral arguments where is discussed what the officer who made the arrest meant when he said, I didn't like the way they looked. And Chille likes to pretend that this meant that the officer didn't like the way they looked because they were black, the people who were arrested, that is. And when in reality, that phrase can certainly mean, I didn't like the way they looked because they looked like they were committing a crime regardless of their race. And Chille refuses to acknowledge that. And it was brought up during our phone call together, and he did not address it because he was too busy trying to talk over me and ignore everything I had to say because he knew he was being schooled. Anyway, so he looks at that and goes, oh, this is my speculation, by the way. Oh, here's the thing I can pretend is racist. I can use it in for situations that are relevant to Breonna Taylor. He went on a bunch of podcasts. He talked about this a lot, and his focus was on that, and then he sort of started spreading that into other things. And then he's like, oh, this isn't doing enough for me. Again, speculation. So I have to go out into the real world and try to apply this to make money and scam people. Again, speculation. But I think he chose that particular case because it is so influential on so many things, and he thought, gosh, I have a personal tie to something similar, and I can pretend this is a thing to get money out of people. Again, speculation. That's why I think he pulled that one. Let me turn off my camera, by the way. I'm going to put up my Sutton blogger. Come on, me. Yeah. And we're going to keep going. Ow. I'm going to bump my head on much stuff. Don't worry about it. Whoa! Hey, don't fall over. Hey, okay. All right, hold on. Go ahead. How many of you have seen my spotlight? Probably not many of you. You didn't even hear me. I almost just knocked over. Pretty cool spotlight. All right. Here's my little sunblock there. Got one room around here. One. There we go. That's cooking gas. Something. are still toasty. And clear my throat. And don't worry about it, all right? All right, don't worry. Don't worry about it. All right. Nope, wrong headphone, or their earbud, or whatever they're called. I don't even know. How are you guys doing? Shkablammo! It worked. All right. Whew. How you guys doing? Chef Hart says it sounds like Han Solo making repairs to the Millennium Falcon. Yeah, that's about right. But did block the sun really nicely. Oh, excuse me. Humongous says no, we can't look at that. Fair, good point. VW Star says, what's that cluttered rattling around? So I have a tripod that I have a box, and I pierced the box with the tripod, and so I'm trying to angle it and block the garage windows. That's what the rattling around is. I may have exaggerated it for comedic effect. Who did that? Which one of you hooligans did it? You jerk. Thank you. Anyway, Aaron, thank you so much. Says maybe you clear something up. If I were the police and ratings in place, why would I give you the element of surprise and give them a chance to destroy evidence by knocking first? What am I missing? I will explain that in just a second. Why? First, I have to say, Sergeant, 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 Sergeant. This is because of this. Sergeant, Sergeant. Okay, we're done. All right, let me answer your question. That's exactly why no-knock raids exist. Well, generally it's because that is part of it. So it's generally so no-knock raids exist because you are concerned, yes, because they might destroy evidence before you can get in there, or two, they might take up arms against you, and by announcing your presence, it might make it very, very dangerous. Some states have said, no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to get away with no-knock raids, and a lot of people are like, haha, we win. But the reality of the situation is, now in situations where they would have done a no-knock raid, they just sent in SWAT. So is that really a win? I don't know. You tell me. But there's one of the problems is no-knock raids are sometimes conducted improperly. The information given is improper. It is set up incorrectly. People are harmed that shouldn't be, or no-knock raids are conducted where it was absolutely not necessary. So I think one of the better answers is regulate it more strongly. You know, open up whoever's approving that raid and whoever's conducting the raid, whoever is preparing for it. Now, open them up to more civil action or more punishment if they get it wrong, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But there you go. But excellent question. Excellent question. So there are situations where absolutely it is important. And that is the purpose, of course. Mav, 1911, thanks so much. Oh, my goodness, you guys are so generous today. Says, how cool would it be to have a notification like this, but have different audio clips of Chille saying beta over and over and over and over? I could do that. If you folks at sergeantbluebacon@gmail.com, if you have a clip of Chille saying beta, hit me up with it. I can make it into a thing for a donation number. And then let me know what number you think should apply to this guy. Yeah, I could do that for sure. But let's get back into it.
You show this to the
Sorry,
cop.
wrong foot pedal.
Registration insurance is on the back.
I mean, blit.
And when you show this to the cop, registration insurance is on the back. The tape's on it because obviously it's not going to be public. I also like to slow the stop down so that he has to go slow.
So I liked his explanation of, I don't want you guys to see my information. That's why I have it covered. Why am I playing with it? Sorry. You know what? No, that's a coin flip. Coin flip with handcuffs. We'll get into it in just a second. So I like the idea of, I'm obscuring it so that you guys can't see what my information is. Yeah, sure, fine, great. That makes sense. But to say, I want to slow the stop down could be considered obstruction. And if in court someone, for a traffic infraction, someone presented this exact clip, it could cause issues, for sure. Not a great statement by him, but coin flip for the handcuffs, because I'm feeling it. That's a no. I'm sorry. Almost, though.
But
anyway, but yeah, that's Chille being dumb again. And what's the next video? We might have time for one more, and then we're just going to go into our normal end of stream nonsense.
how many steps?
This one's called, oh no, I'm not going to ruin it. This one's a good one. Nurse Koi, thank you so much, by the way.
taking in a day. The pedometers. Is it pedo?
Pedometers.
It sounds like pederast, doesn't it? Ugh. The I don't want to say it again now. I'm gonna mess it
You
up.
sure don't know how to say it. It's fine.
But the pedometer, is that what it's called?
It's called a pedometer. You numpty. What did you? It's a pedometer. Although I'm sure there are places where it is pronounced pedometer, but like pedometer, dude. Come on. He wants people to think he's so smart, and then comes out with pedometer. Do you call it pedometer in Europe anywhere? Sort of that, not maybe England. I feel like England could call it a pedometer. Get away with it. 'Cause some of the pronunciations with that sort of thing are different. Just let me know in the chat. I'll keep an eye on it.
Can someone type that down there for me, please? Can someone type it for me? How many steps you're taking in a day? The pedometers.
Pedometer.
Is it pedo? It sounds like pederast.
No, pedo. I mean, in the context of pedo, I believe means foot. Does pedo mean foot? Sorry, I have to duck down because my camera's lowered. Pedo. Okay, not that one. I think it's peda. Latin for foot. Pedites?
Peditas.
Peditas. All right. We're going to learn today. I never really checked this. Yeah, Latin, pedo in Latin is I walk in English, apparently, according to Google Translate. If you trust Google Translate, it's fine. That's going to be the last clip we watch. Let's finish it.
I don't want to say it again now. I'm going to mess it up again. But the pedometer, is that what it's called? Can someone type that down there for me,
My
please?
God.
Can someone type it for me? How many steps you're taking in a day?
Anyway, that's where it loops. And that's going to be the end of their stream. You know, heck, why not? The rest of the stream will just be us talking to each other, having a good time. Let me put these on so I can get out of these more easily. Almost just messed up right there. And, no, come on. Come on. There we go. Torture cuffs. Oh, they're so torturous. Oh, I am in so much pain. I'm really not. And that's it. Right there is the exact amount that I would put them on per person. And I can confirm that I put these on people professionally in real life situations. So yes, this is the, well, little bit extra just for funsies. That's not actually that bad. Sing Kermit into the melodica. That's not how melodicas work. I'm gonna have to take the handcuffs off for the melodica. Actually, I might not. And this is not how you. There we go. I don't know what happened, but it did. All right. So this is not how you'd play melodica, but that's because I have a thing planned that I'm trying to do. Sorry, handcuffed makes it a little more tricky. There you go, some melodica for you, ladies and gentlemen. It's not easy to do a handcuff. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So how's everyone doing? Let me, Pat gets it. Anyone else get it? So, just... There we go. All right, sorry, I'm just getting my thing of flying. Freebird. There you go. There's some Freebird. It's part of it. It's part of Freebird. All right, give me a Arnie raid. Arnie's been streaming this long. You guys are coming at the end. All right, give me a song. 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 I don't have my guitar here. All right, again, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I'm going to play something I don't know how to play, and I'm in handcuffs. So, how's it going, people from RD? Okay, I'll stream a little bit longer, but it's going to be nonsense. What's our song? It's my one from that video thing. Doesn't matter. Eye of the Tiger. There you go. Rocky Road to that one. Close enough. Good enough. You know who it was who requested it. Yeah, it's basically the end of the stream, ladies and gentlemen. So, I mean, stick around if you want. All right, Mike. I'm going to fix my foot here. I'm sitting on it again like a fool. Yeah, don't mind me. Ugh, my fatty flesh. All right. Here's my excuse for not playing well. It's just because I'm bad. Also, I'm just making it up as I go. All right, don't stop believing. Yeah, that's a different song. Nah, different key. All right. What else we got? The ice is not melting. Boston. Anything about Boston. Remind me what Boston. 25 or 64. Is that Boston? No. Boston. Different song, huh? I mean, hold on. Someone suggested something. I'm going to try to figure out if I can play it. Sorry. Good enough, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like that's a good stopping point because my camera's just died again. So for those of you joining from the Arty Raid, thank you so much. And for those of you who listened to my incredibly painful rendition of songs on the melodica, which I was making up as I went. It's great to have you here. You guys are incredibly generous. Thank you so much, as always. I don't know what I'd do without you. Have a lot less fun on Fridays, I'll tell you that right now. For sure. But wow, what an incredible group you are, and it is an absolute delight to have you here, as always. So, there you go. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I got for you today. We're going to do a future stream, probably not a Friday stream, but maybe a Friday stream, probably not a Friday stream. Going through more of these Chille clips. I didn't get through many of them because you know how I am with my rambling. Also, my camera kept turning off like it is now because it was too hot. So, ladies and gentlemen, see you hopefully next Friday and maybe before then. And until the next time, be good, stay safe.